Welcome back to another texaspete 21 original. It's your favorite, Ashley, along with Peter, of course.
Yes, of course. I have the pleasure of doing this voiceover with Ashley. She's doing a little takeover on this video, apparently. But she was at this race, so I guess she does have
This is the second time I've been at this race.
Mm-hmm. This is the Brown Jug Hair Scramble?
Yeah.
What series?
It's the Hair Scrambles.
North Carolina Hair Scrambles. And what class?
250A.
250A. Now, what happened off the start?
You forgot to turn on the camera.
Yes. Unfortunately, the camera started a little late, but it was actually
I was distracting you. My fault.
Only about 3 turns in.
But you didn't crash this time at Brown Jug.
Yeah, did not crash this time at Brown Jug. It was much drier than earlier in the year when we went here. So, third off the start in 250. And just following a couple guys on some 2-strokes. We got Bradley Chapman up front.
I saw Bradley's on your Instagram post. That was cute.
Yeah, it's a great environment. A lot of good people out here. These racers, really nice guys.
And there was a guy flashing somebody that he was cheering on over at the goalie. Yeah.
Anyhow, moving on. We do have some alternate lines in here. We got what kind of bike is that up there, bro? I think it's a Beta up here in front of me. Trying to make some moves on the Yamaha 2-stroke. And I'm just gonna follow along, kind of play smart. See if maybe they'll crash into each other and I can get by.
The funny thing was, I thought you were in first. When I saw you the first lap, I was like, yeah, he's in first, because I know, like, who's in your class. At least I thought, and...
You didn't recognize the 2 guys up front?
Nope.
Did follow these guys for quite some time. I'm sure the video's gonna skip around here. Got a really nice trail. It was laid out pretty well. Took out some of the tighter stuff, so it was a little faster than what the Brown Jug has been before in the past. This definitely is a property you have to be careful on. There's a lot of barbed wire fences out in the woods. And if you cut a turn a little bit too early, you might become a victim to that. Not that I have any experience.
I saw some barbed wire. We actually were, me and some friends out there were trying to clear some paths, you know, the normal stuff.
Make some high lines.
Yeah.
There was definitely some good lines out there to be taken.
That you missed twice, the one I was trying to show you.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Alright, so getting a little closer to these guys here. Just observing, trying to figure out the trail and not crash. Right.
I feel like the first lap you probably take it a little cautious. Even though you've raced like all these things like multiple years in a row, I still feel like you probably take it carefully because you don't know if they changed it up or something.
Very true, yes. I do try to be pretty careful because I have had some crashes first lap before and it can really ruin the rest of your race. If you are way back off the start, you probably got to make some moves pretty quick, but if you can definitely see the leader,
cool.
Different lines there on the hill. I don't know if that was the right way or what, but anyhow, if you can see the leader on the first lap, then you're pretty safe to kind of just follow along, follow your lines and see what's good, see what's not good. Someday.
No.
Saw a lot of female racers out there at the Enduro this past weekend. How do you feel about that?
The clutch and I are not friends. And I will.
What's wrong with the clutch?
It likes to stall when...
The bike does?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the bike's fault.
No, it's probably my fault. But I blame the bike.
Easy to do. It is tough to learn.
I want to try on your bike, but you won't.
Yeah. Maybe let me save some money for
Guys, watch me on the YZ250F. I'm coming in there strong.
Somebody's been drinking a little too much.
Says you.
I can ride it. someday. He's running the back a lot.
That's not fun. I burn my legs.
Yeah, these bikes do get hot. They're heavy to throw around through these trails.
Hey, but I can unload a bike off the trailer.
That's a good start.
Oh, so close to the game.
Can you see what kind of bike that is now?
Yeah, that's a beta. Because Ray used to have one. Not Ray.
I think this has got to be like a 250. This is an open class as well, 250/open A. Not everybody knows that. So you can basically race whatever bike you want.
Have you ridden the beta?
Road race beta?
In a race or just like one?
No, just
What's the difference between a beta and the what you ride? But like what makes it different? Like why can't you just call it
It's like looking at cars, you know, Toyotas and Hondas. It's not the same.
But it's still like a 2-stroke or 4-stroke.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a different company. I'm so stupid.
It's,
I thought it was like a special
definitely a lot to
bike.
learn.
Does it ride differently?
Yeah. Different frame, different motor. Unless you're KTM, you just buy everybody. And just different color KTMs.
Yeah. That looks like fun. I could drive that.
What?
That little straightaway. One of these races I'm gonna get in there at the Jeep and just start plowing over trees before
Babe,
you.
you're missing a race.
Oh, that was me. What?
No,
Oh.
that was a Radley.
Oh, you passed?
Yeah, he stole his bike.
But I could get in here if I could just follow you. Right.
No comment.
So there goes Bradley.
What place are we in now?
Second.
Second place.
Wait, so Bradley rides the beta.
Yeah.
Also the beta's still up there.
Yep.
So Bradley was in front,
Yes, he was.
and then it was.
The beta.
Here comes me. We were trying to get you to take that line, but we didn't know if it was like legal or not. Like, I don't
know if they know what you're talking about.
like the technology.
It's just a
like
basic
the,
hotline on the inside
No,
through
but
some tall
like
grass right
the racetrack has to be a certain amount of like miles, and you can't cut a hotline too much.
there. True.
And I didn't want to tell you to take that hotline yet because we didn't know we were getting in trouble.
Did I get in trouble?
No, because everyone was doing it.
Yeah, well, I guess if everybody else is doing it, I might as well too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose that.
It was a difference between first and second place. You better take it.
Alright, so you know who's in front of me right now?
The beta.
No, he's not in my class, just the guy that's physically in front of me.
No, what is that? That's Pat. No?
Yeah.
Is that Pat? Pat has like the same gear, but I couldn't recognize it. Because I know he has like the purple bike, right?
Yeah, it's like white and yellow and purple. So we got Patrick Jones from AA. Caught up to him.
He's still in second.
Yes. Yeah, so the guy in first in my class is up in front of Pat. Actually, I'm gonna take a look at some information. Pat was riding really good. He definitely picked it up out throughout the race. I saw him this past weekend because I'm making this commentary 2 weeks after this race, and he was asking me if I had any footage of him going slow. But he was joking. He was very fast. So 2021 results. Brown. Just want to look and see who we had in the class today. I didn't see most of these guys, but yeah, so we got me and Noah, Bradley Chapman, Craig Holzer. Sorry, Craig, butchered that. But Craig's got a gas gas and his bar mounts came loose during this race, so that's always exciting.
What's a gas gas?
It's red key.
Oh.
Yeah. So his handlebars almost fell off, so he kind of dropped out. This is getting towards the end of the lap. Going up a nice little hill, you can see down top of that little hump there. What do you think about the conditions on the day?
It was 30 and
Dirty.
I got made fun of for not wearing boots. Apparently, if you're spectating a dirt bike race, supposed to wear boots.
So Pat just let me by. This is Sam Burrows up ahead of me on the beta. They wanted me to actually be able to put some pressure on, see if I can get around them. It's kind of funny because Pat was actually talking to me a little bit during the race.
Yeah, that kind of warms my heart a little bit, but I never knew y'all could talk to each other when we were riding. And it shows you that you used to race against him and now he's helping you beat the person in your class.
Well, I wouldn't say all that, but yeah, you do have to kind of yell if you want to hear, especially because I wear earplugs.
That's a secret.
Yeah.
What happened there? Did you just split
Yeah, I
out?
kind of messed up the corner. I'm not
Now you're a professional in my eyes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Pat was being helpful, kind of letting me do my thing. He wasn't trying to get in the way of any battles here in the 250. And he was putting on a good pace, so he kind of helped me keep up to speed, especially later in the race when I was getting tired. He just keep keep pushing me along, keep me motivated. They used to have a pretty cool double step-up jump here at this hare scramble. Haven't seen it in a while. But it was right here by the parking lot by the motor track. Do you know there's a motor track on the parking lot? It's kind of like a little kiddie track, but...
I want to go back to Windy Hill.
Yeah, no more hare scrambles ever at Windy Hill, unfortunately. Maybe again someday. Maybe.
No, to do a
Motor race.
yeah.
Yeah, motor race.
You're getting close to the guy now.
Yeah, trying to put the pressure on. I think Sam was getting a little tight, even though, first lap, second lap, usually get some arm pump going. That can kind of slow you down, lose some of your aggression.
So, when you guys are standing up, is that like easier to do? Like, what is that? What's the benefit of like standing up on a bike versus sitting down?
Why stand?
Yeah.
Basically the bike can go over the chop and the roots and the bumps and the roots a little bit better when you're standing. It doesn't kind of, throw you around.
Do you say you stand up more or sit down more?
Yeah, stand up most of the time. Sometimes you can go through corners better sitting down. Helps keep the bike planted. But I'm no expert on form technique or whatever. I just kind of don't think about it. Just do it. Yeah, definitely standing up is good when you're trying to go fast through the rough stuff.
I wonder why your thighs are more strong than mine. So you're standing up on a bike.
Okay.
Quads for days.
Yeah, well, you guys are...
Ooh.
Sorry for sharing that information.
Sorry, my bad.
I think there's a couple... There's a little double line up here. So we're seeing how it goes. I thought he was going to let me by there. I don't know why he would do that, but... I just figured the outside was faster. I'm not sure. Never really went that way.
You go take a hotline right there to the right, to the left there. Did you see that one?
No, I'm tunnel vision right now.
I would fall off that bridge.
Well, it was hot out there, so if you fell in the water, it'd feel pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's probably...
Good observation.
You know me.
Definitely bringing the heat, had to kick it up a notch to
There you go.
yeah.
Washi rope?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Now, something I do want to point out is Sam is a good racer.
Yeah. I need to talk to Sam because I only like ever talk to like you or like Ray or your dad at the race.
Yeah.
I like say hi to people next to you, but like I actually need to like talk to them. If you don't get so jealous.
You don't have to. Now Sam was at the Enduro this past weekend.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
So he was at the Brown Jug Enduro, and he raced in my class. We both raced AA, and he finished super close behind me within the same minute after 50 plus miles of ground miles of racing. So props to him because I felt like I rode pretty good there. So he rode really good there.
I think y'all are probably the same with
Yeah, we're
like
pretty
your,
close on
like your speed.
So something just didn't quite work out for him this race.
He needs the forearm from
He needs 4.
Yeah.
Or maybe sell the 2-stroke and get a 4-stroke.
Yeah.
Ashley thinks that the Yamaha is the best dirt bike.
But with great plastic.
Even if I didn't have a Yamaha, she would still say that.
I don't know, his old KTM, I kind of like the way it looks. He gets mad at me for something.
I don't know, I like the Yamaha. It's not about how it looks, it's gotta be about how it rides. So if you guys notice, you see Marshall Fox just kind of playing in the bushes over there.
What happened?
He just trying to go through the bushes and that stuff.
You had to use it back.
No. I just got stuck in the bushes.
But you could
We'll
have
leave
said,
it at that.
you could have said.
And we got some more guys up here. One time I did have to use the bathroom during the race.
I could not do an enduro. I don't know how these girls do an enduro. Like, it's crazy.
True. They are troopers for sure. You gotta be well prepared.
I would go the wrong way, go down the wrong side, and fall into a ditch.
Now, this is... Do you know who this is up here, Ashley?
Oh, that Pat.
No. Older gentleman, KTM.
Oh, you guys were talking about it. You said he's a family friend. Right?
That's what he said. His name's Scott Harwell. Anyhow, he's a really good rider. Actually, if you go to a Mid-East morning race, you might see him up front. He definitely won a few of those.
What class is he in?
Scott today was in AA. In the new race.
So you used to race against him.
No, I haven't ever raced with Scott. Because he didn't used to race AA.
So when he moved to W, you moved down to A.
Yeah. I guess you could say that. Best time I ever did in AA was 3rd. I had a couple races. So I believe we're picking up the pace a little bit. Still got Scott up here.
That's God.
And I failed to mention that earlier when Sam pulled off, we did go into the lead for first place now.
Well, I think they would have known that.
Yeah. You guys are smart. You got it. In the front now.
What did you do there? What are you looking back there for?
So somebody was going to smash into me when we turned left. There's a lot of little humpty humps right here.
I mean, you can see his bike.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool to watch the bike in front of me and kind of see what my bike's doing.
Yeah, especially when like the sun is like making like the track kind of hard to see on the GoPro.
Yeah.
It's a little better to
Alright,
see.
let's check this out.
Oh, there he goes.
Clicked into 9th gear right there to make the pass and get some bushes on my handguard.
Oh, you got them for me.
What?
You get it?
No, I think I just threw them in the weeds. Sometimes when you pass somebody, you kind of just turn it up a little bit so that they don't feel motivated to follow you. kind of try to get away from them so that they don't patch on. It can be hard to do. It takes a lot of energy. Probably my weakest point during this race was the fastest sections. We just go wide open. I didn't feel as comfortable just ringing it out.
Why, Peter?
Because I don't want to die.
Says all the bruises. Scrapes.
That's from the enduro.
That I missed. I guess I won't be commenting on, so I can't say anything about it.
It could be. It'd be like a blind comment. Like a blind, like the 3 blind mice.
Yeah. Whoa. I would get so lost in this trail.
I know there's arrows, right?
But like every 500 feet there's an arrow.
I saw like 6 in that one turn.
But like I would be so focused on not hitting a tree than looking for arrows.
Just look at the arrows and then you'll hit the tree.
Or yeah,
The arrows are on.
Look at the arrows on the tree, hit the tree.
Hit the tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that. So we got some more AA guys. It's actually my dad. Here.
Yeah, I thought he looked really familiar.
Yeah. So this is later in the race.
He let you by.
Yeah.
Did we ever talk to him? Did he know that was you?
Yeah, he knows. He knows what I look like.
No, does he know your bike that he let by?
Yeah. Yeah, and here's Austin Norris on the 125. I think he was in pro class. Probably in pro class. That's what he's been racing. Not sure who the guy in front of him is yet. Just wanted to give a little shout out to Jorge Garcia, if you're watching. Met this guy this past weekend. He lives in Florida, but he said he found my YouTube channel. Doesn't even race North Carolina hair trails, but he said he likes my videos with the commentary, so it kind of inspired me to do this commentary. I've been skipping some of these here and there, so shout out to you, Jorge.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, brother, and hope you enjoy the videos. There's to be some footage from the enduro as well to check out. He's a cool guy. He sounded like maybe wanted me to come down to Florida and race some hair scrambles, so you guys let me know if I should go to Florida to do some racing.
I need some friends too, so
You need some friends?
yeah. But we should start a pool. People who comment and say that I should race at 3 o'clock.
A poll?
Yeah, comment below if you think I should race at 3 o'clock.
That's not realistic.
If I get by
You race the Pee-wee race.
The Pee-wee? Okay.
Well, I guess that's it.
That's so sad. Well, this was good. This was real.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot more to say, but I'll check in with you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.